Hi everyone, here's my audience for my persuasive speech. And let's get started. Imagine losing your best friend, not because of the way they look, not because of anything that they've done. I've done some research on breed-specific legislation and seen the causes and effects that it can harm people. Breed bans punish responsible dog owners and result in unnecessary euthanasia and countless innocent animals. Dog breeds should not be banned because behavior depends on the actual individual dog, their training, but not their breed. We're going to examine ineffectiveness of breed bans, the importance of responsible ownership, and better alternatives to promote public safety. Let's start with breed bans and why they're ineffective. According to Why Breed-Specific Legislation is Not the Answer, written by American Veterinary Medicine Association in 2025, animal control and legislative approaches to protecting a community from dangerous dogs should not be based on breed, but instead on promoting responsible pet ownership and developing methods to rapidly identify and respond to owners whose dogs present actual risk. There's a lot of media bias on pit bulls, Rottweilers, German Shepherds, that they're these big, scary looking dogs that, they're going to be the ones that are going to bite you. But that's not necessarily the case. Bans don't actually reduce dog attacks. There's cities with banned breeds, and they haven't seen significant drops in bite incidences. ASCPA wrote What is Breed-Specific Legislation in 2022, which states there is no evidence that breed-specific laws make communities safer for people or companion animals. We should be focusing on the root cause of dog aggression, which is irresponsible ownership. Some people don't have the proper training, the socialization that dogs need, and the environment might not be right for that dog. The neglect, abuse that some owners put their dog through. That has nothing to do with the actual breed of the animal. It falls back on the owner itself. Many dogs have that scary look going back to their pit bulls and the Rottweilers. But those animals are probably one of the most loving and gentle animals. There's countless stories of pit bulls and Rottweilers that have had that do therapy and service animals. Pit bulls as therapy dogs, written by the Animal Foundation in 2018, expresses pit bull terriers have served as therapy dogs after some of the most tragic events in modern American history. After the Boston Marathon bombing, when Boylston Street reopened, therapy dog teams were sent down to the bombing site. Pit bull terrier Blueberry was among one of them. So if bans aren't the solution, what is? There's better alternatives. Train these owners how to train their dogs. Make sure that dog is in the right environment. Do the research. Promote the education and community outreach. There's a site from the Austin, Texas government under the Service and Resource tab. In 2025, they wrote, Good Pup is a training company that offers fear-free on-demand dog training over video chat, so you can work with your dog from home at your own convenience. That's another great tool to say, hey, I'm not necessarily the best at knowing how to train this specific breed, but wanting to learn. You can have shelters that end up having these pit bulls and Rottweilers that think, they're just a nasty dog. We're going to put them down because that's their breed. But then they see, maybe a cute little Yorkshire Terrier, and keep them for forever because they're not as scary looking or as of a threat. Breed bans cause more harm than they actually do good. Thousands of loving pets are removed from their home because of them. An example from Julie Levy, a professor of shelter medicine at University of Florida College and Veterinary Medicine, and the lead author of a study published recently in the Veterinary Journal, said, unlike many other people can't quite define, but know when they see it. Identification of dogs as pit bulls can trigger an array of neglect consequences, from the loss of housing to being seized by animal control to taking the dog's life. There's a ton of money that is spent into animal control and police officers going to having to take these dogs because an apartment owner or, say, a city doesn't like that kind of dog. All that money is getting spent into them. So now that you've seen how breed bans can be ineffective, inhumane, and unfair, they don't improve safety, they ignore individual behavior, and they harm innocent dog owners. Don't judge a dog should be judged by its actions, not its breed. Don't blame the breed, blame the deed. And I have some pictures of my sister's pit bull, and you can tell me if you think that these pictures are of a scary pit bull. And then here's my audience at the end.